You will improve the power of your neighborhood. And look at that. That is Manu. You see how she's already mastered in putting the canvas inside. Marcão, her teacher, Jack, the first assistant. And when we build, when we write, when we make this cultural guide of your neighborhood, let's be strategic. How can we engage the community, the neighbors, to go see the artist? Let's build partnerships between the artist and the restaurant, between the performers and the bars. Hello, my friend. Welcome back. So good to see you here. Excellent. Today, we're going to produce a cultural guide of your neighborhood in English. How can we present the local stores of your neighborhood? How can we talk about the artists of your neighborhood? How can we make this cultural guide in English so we can offer the cultural options of your neighborhood to an audience who speaks English? Maybe you were thinking, Felipe, my neighborhood is so boring. There is nothing to do here. Maybe not. Maybe there are things to be discovered around your neighborhood. Maybe you can be the change maker and incentivize the development of culture in your neighborhood. We're going to see how we write this cultural guide. It's not hard, and it's a nice exercise. Let me drink some water first. When I was preparing this class, I went to the shelves of books here at Você Aprende Agora, and I found two different guides. This is one guide from the World Economic Forum. I was invited to an event they organized in China, and look how they think of ways to engage the participants of their events. They make a guide featuring everyone who is attending the event. Everyone. You have the picture of the person, you have phone number, position, and mini bio. And I'll check here if I can find myself. They are using the last name David Eichmann. I know this guy. Anyway, here we go. Cherry Atilana, this is a friend of mine. Let's see if we can find myself here. They are organizing by last name, so let's look for Dib. D-I-B. D-I-B, Dib Felipe, founder and chief executive officer. Você Aprende Agora, Brazil. Let's see how they find my... Watch this. See this. Following a serious accident in 2011, started uploading English classes for free online to give back to society. The classes became the biggest English course online, with free classes in Latin America and 4.5 million classes taught in 181 countries around the globe. Loves teaching and studying how people learn efficiently. That's nice. So, they put every participant in this book here. So, we participants could reach people we wanted to connect during the event. This is how they organized their guide. Here, Istanbul guide. Some years ago, I went backpacking around Greece, Turkey, and Israel. And when I arrived in Turkey, I was in Istanbul. And I got this guide here. Look how the guide is organized. First, the map of the neighborhoods. And then, marketing. Some companies that sponsor the guide. So keep this in mind. You can make money if you produce a good cultural guide of your neighborhood. You can ask the restaurants, the shops, the markets, the hotels, the bars, everything. You can ask them for a sponsorship. Hey, I am producing a cultural guide of our neighborhood. Would you like to be featured in this guide? Would you like to appear on the first page of this guide? So there are business opportunities if you are making the cultural guide of your neighborhood. So you see that the guide is very rich in images. Here you have a whole guide about Istanbul. With this in mind, we're going to make our own guide. But first, let's warm up. Release your body. Move your arms, your legs. You can't see my legs, but I'm moving them. Let's stretch. We're going to stretch up. Like this. Stretch, 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 stretch. Stretch, stretch. All right, move your neck to the left and to the right. Left, right, up, down, up, down. Now, we're going to run like this. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Have you gone skiing? So let's ski right now. Same movement, but you're going to close your hands to hold the sticks. And we're going 1, 2, 3. You can close your eyes and imagine yourself going down the mountain, skiing in this beautiful snow, super white, with snowflakes falling down. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Move your shoulders. Move your arms. Let's extend our legs now. My shoes are dirty. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The other leg now, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Before we breathe, let me read something inspiring to you. This book I received as a gift from our Forever VIP Liana. It was bought by Rosanna organized. The gift given by Liana. Okay? So thank you, thank you, Liana. A sentence written by Marcus Aurelius. Last class, I read about his life and I read some of his meditations. In this class, I'll read another sentence reading by Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor. If it's not right, don't do it. If it's not true, don't say it. Simple like that. All right, my friend, please isolate distractions. This is your moment. This is the time when you are growing. So you deserve this moment. Let's breathe. As always, we breathe in, hold, breathe out. Hold, breathe in, hold, breathe out. Twice more, please. All right. Okay. Let's see how we can make a nice cultural guide of your neighborhood. Before we start, I ask you, are you prepared? Tell me, yes. Louder, louder, louder. Excellent. I like it when you talk to me. And when you listen to your voice speaking English, you are practicing your speaking and your listening abilities. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hello, my friend. Let's learn how we make a cultural guide of your neighborhood. What should we do if we want to create a nice cultural guide of our neighborhood? Here we go. I'll share my screen with you and let's read this text here. How to create neighborhood guides that speak to travelers. And our focus here will be travelers and the local community. There are hundreds, maybe thousands of neighbors that don't know the local artists of their neighborhoods. There are thousands of neighbors that haven't been to the restaurants of their neighborhoods. So let's see. Number 1, brainstorm some key places you want to highlight in each neighborhood. You are going to grab paper and pen and you are going to brainstorm key places you want to highlight in your neighborhood. When we talk about culture, we're talking about food, we're talking about music, we're talking about dance, we're talking about education, we're talking about health, we're talking about leisure. So, what are the places in my neighborhood that people can visit and have fun? This is the first step. You start to brainstorm ideas. 2, reach out to locals for recommendations. Get out of your home, get out of your building, and start talking to people to see what they recommend. Because we have the places we enjoy in our neighborhoods. But when we talk to people, we start seeing different tastes. We start discovering new places. Let's see what they write here. You don't have to come up with everything yourself. Ask locals for suggestions. How? To start with, send out a call for recommendations on social media. Where would you have your last meal in? And then you write the name of your neighborhood. Give locals a chance to highlight the secrets that are so good they don't mind sharing. The best part about asking people who live and work in each neighborhood for their suggestions is that you then have direct quotes and possibly pictures that you can include in your neighborhood guide. You can also browse social media to see where people are posting pictures and therefore where they're hanging out the most. 3, look for great visuals to feature. So you've got your ideas. Now to showcase them. People make decisions based on the visuals they see. That's why it's important to have plenty of amazing visual content to sprinkle throughout your guide and exert some visual influence. Now, you probably already own some photos to use in your guides, but chances are they're not enough to create a true visual experience. Where can you go to get more photos? They're saying the visual appearance of your guide is essential. Remember the Istanbul guide that I was showing you? A lot of images. Images that capture people's attention. Images that talk to people's feelings. That talk to people's tastes. Instead of writing, listen to a good song played by our local artist. Just share a picture of this guy playing the guitar and having fun, and you will deliver the message more effectively. 4, putting it all together. Now that you've got all your pieces, how should you stitch them together? Create a layout that puts your visuals first. Of course, your neighborhood guide's exact layout will depend on your design. But one thing to keep in mind is this. Make visuals the center of your neighborhood guide. Captivate and inspire everyone who reads your guide with great photo and video content, because nowadays our guides are not only printed. They can be shared online. They can be shared on WhatsApp groups. They can be shared on social media. They can be shared on video platforms. 5, adding the calls to action. Now you're almost done. The last thing you need to do is make your guide actionable. After you have charmed and delighted them with the content of your neighborhood guide, don't leave your inspired traveler or reader or neighbor hanging. Give them calls to action so they can take the next step. If you're talking about a restaurant, give them a way to make their reservation. If you've shown them a great local theater, provide the link to where they can buy their tickets. If you've told them about an awesome bike trail, a simple learn more linking to that park's website can give them the information they need and help prolong their interest. What are they telling us? Well, brainstorm ideas, write about the places you remember, ask the locals for recommendation, take pictures of the places you will show in your guide, put the information and the pictures together, and use the calls to action so your reader will have the possibility to go to that restaurant, to visit that park, to listen to that music. Let's enjoy our neighborhoods. 3, 2, 1. Hello, my friend. Let's produce the cultural guide of your neighborhood. Yes, of your neighborhood. There are nice places to go there. There are interesting people who live there. There are some musicians playing right next to your corner. Yeah. Let's see how we are going to produce this cultural guide. Here we go. inglês, não? How to produce a cultural guide of your neighborhood. Number 1, you need to walk around your neighborhood and take notes. You are going to walk around the neighborhood, the streets, and you're going to take notes. Maybe this place is nice. Well, maybe that place is nice. Then you are going to, after you walk and take notes, you are going to write about each place. Well, there is a park in your neighborhood. You walked around it, you took notes about it. Now you're going to write about the park. Number 3, you're going to take photos. Remember that images nowadays are very important. Very, very important. The way you show the content makes all the difference. After you do this, you are going to connect the dots. You are going to make your document, your cultural guide. You are going to put the information together. Is there a restaurant in my neighborhood? Is there a pub in my neighborhood? Is there a hotel in my neighborhood? There's a song called Hotel California. Have you heard it? Listen to this song, sing along. 3, 2, 1. Hello, my friend. Today I know the band and the song. Hotel California is the song. The Eagles is the band. Have you heard this song? I like it. Here we go. Let me try to make a basic version of this beautiful song.
Desert highway, cool wind in my hair, warm smell of colitas rising up through the air. Up ahead in the distance, I saw shimmering light. My head grew heavy and my sight grew dim. Had stopped for the night. There she stood in the doorway, heard the mission bell. And I was thinking to myself, this could be heaven or this could be hell. Then she lit up a candle and she showed me the way. There were voices down the corridor, thought I heard them say, welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lovely place, such a lovely place. Plenty of room at the Hotel California. Any time of year, you can find it here.
Complete the lyrics. Share this video with your friends. If our classes, our videos, have helped you improve your English, grow, develop your abilities, please talk about us with your friends, with family, with people from work. Yes. Now, when you write your cultural guide, you are going to share information in English about the food people can enjoy, about music, about places to exercise. You're going to share information about places to see art. The more you get to know your neighborhood, the more you can help it grow, evolve. The more you can attract people to invest there, to improve your place. Okay? What's the best restaurant in your neighborhood? Where can I go for a walk in your neighborhood? Where can I listen to music in your neighborhood? Comment here. You are already making your cultural guide. 3, 2, 1. Hello, my friend. We're learning how you will produce the cultural guide of your neighborhood. And you will do it. Yes, I have faith. You will improve the power of your community. You will improve the power of your neighborhood. And look at that. That is Manu. You see how she's already mastered in putting the calvas inside. Marcão, her teacher, Jack, the first assistant. And when we build, when we write, when we make this cultural guide of your neighborhood, let's be strategic. How can we engage the community, the neighbors, to go see the artist? Let's build partnerships between the artist and the restaurant, between the performers and the bars. You will approach them. You will come to them and say, hey, I am building this cultural guide of our neighborhood, and I know you play very well. I know you charge to play, but can you give us a discount? And with your discount, we partner with the restaurant, and the restaurant gives free drinks for the first 30 people who arrive to watch you perform. I don't know. Let's think of ideas, creative ideas to engage the community. Let's find ways to invite our neighbors to be part of the neighborhood. Your cultural guide can transform your community, but we need to be strategic to make it work, to offer benefits to people. So then they will feel like going, attending the events. Okay? What would be a good strategy to attract you. What would you like to receive to go out in your neighborhood? Comment here. Maybe you have the answer. 3, 2, 1. Hello, my friend. I'm here in Washington, D.C., United States of America. And let me show you the view of this apartment. Look at this. It's so beautiful. And I'm here in front of this cultural guide of this neighborhood. And I'm gonna show you here. Let's see how they structured this cultural guide of this neighborhood. Introduction, the contents, some highlights, images, pay attention to the images. Here, advertisement, because this advertisement pays the printing and distribution of this guide. And here we have what's going on and a lot of advertisements. Check. This is interesting. Tips to fight food waste. 1. Sketch out a plan. Plan your meals before. 2. Store food smartly. Put them inside the refrigerator. Put them in the freezer. Use it up. Designate a night of the week to use what's in your fridge. Freeze, freeze, freeze. I've already mentioned. 5. Understand the expiration dates. Use by, best by, or enjoy by. These are generally not expiration dates at all, but merely suggestions as to when the product is at its freshest. Take them with a grain of salt and use your nose. Sight and judgment to determine when food has really expired. Okay, look, here they're presenting concerts, picnics, plays, and here always advertisement. That's it, my friend. This is a great example of a good cultural guide. You can talk about the streets of your neighborhood. You can show the map. And please invite the business to sponsor you. 3, 2, 1. Hello, my friend. Yes, we're finishing one more class. And you know how happy and grateful I am when I see you finishing one more class. Congratulations. Yes. That's amazing. One more step. One more day that we checked. New knowledge, new learnings. Today, you learned how to make a cultural guide of your neighborhood. You started seeing and thinking about opportunities you have in your neighborhood. Opportunities to meet new people. Opportunities to buy from local stores. Opportunities to value the place where you live. If you just walk around your neighborhood, I'll be happy. Walk around your neighborhood. Talk to your neighbors. Ah, Felipe, but my neighbors are boring, they're impolite, they're rude. Okay, give them a chance to show you their best version. Give yourself the chance to show them your best version. And to build these relationships, we need to improve the way we communicate. And I'll read part of a text to you right now. Come here, my friend. Come here. Let's enjoy a text together. Let me share with you this text written and shared by Berkeley University, a great American university. 7 tips for better relationship conversations. This text was based on a book called Finding Clarity. Number 1, be ready to drop the story. Notice, before having important conversations, if you were already upset, worried, or mad about something, and be curious about that. Do you already think you know the answer, and so the question is more of a statement that you recognize something is missing, lacking, or wrong? Before talking, recognize what you think, expect, or assume the other person will say. Identify your own interpretation of events. Then, when the talking starts, drop your story. The first tip is drop the weapons. Relax. Be interested to know more about the other person, about their point of view. Number 2, be curious, not furious. Number 3, align your body language with your intentions. If you want to hear body expressions to show that you are interested. If the person is talking and you are checking the time, or the person will stop talking because the person will read your body language. Number 4, listen for understanding. Our good intentions for asking the question are not enough. In the moment, our most important job is to listen. Explore really listening without preconceived ideas. Experiment with listening, not only for content but for feelings, for lack of alignment, as well as for possibilities and ways to solve problems together. With this, I will stop the reading and focus on ways of understanding common challenges and finding paths to solve them. You can do that in your neighborhood. If you need my assistance, I'll be glad to serve you. We are here to serve you. If you make the cultural guide of your neighborhood, please come back here and share it with us. You don't need to build a masterpiece. If you build one page, I'll be happy. Thank you very much. I'm Felipe Dib. See you next class.